What is up, everybody? Welcome back or to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a light install. Yeah, so I've got the lights and the harness right in front of me. So I'll give you a quick walkthrough of what we're looking at and what we're going to do, and then we'll get it going. So yeah, let's take a look. So I've already been into the harness. I actually looked at the lights too, just to make sure that everything was there. So there's your standard mess of pre-done wiring harness. It comes complete with, obviously you got your relay, switch, positive, negative, and then you got two sets of these female connector ends. It also comes with the ends to put on the lights so that you can connect them together. Here's all your fuses. Comes with spare fuse. There's your different connectors. So what we have here are these guys. They're just a side shooter LED light, got off Amazon. There's your part number there. So you can get them in clear. Actually, if you check out Wimya's channel, he's got clear ones on his TRX. However, we decided to go a different route with ours. And there we go. So we are going to do the yellow ones. So there, you'll put your other connectors that the wiring harness kit came with on there. There's one extra wire that you'll have to get your own connector for, and that is because these guys have built-in daytime running lights. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We of course have two of them. There's hardware in there, bracket already on it, but we're not going to do that. And actually we'll go take a look and I will show you exactly what we're going to do with them. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so obviously there's the truck. You guys all know what the truck looks like already. Yeah, so behind the grill, there's that plastic. You can't really see it. There's that plastic piece there. We're going to stick these bad boys right in there. The bracket's going to come off, obviously. And we're going to cut a hole in the plastic, and then we're going to seal them in place, and then that's where they're going to sit. I think it's going to look pretty badass myself. So I guess we'll get into that. So to start, I haven't got the hood popped because kind of prepared, kind of not prepared. So the first thing you're going to need to do is obviously you got to take this liner out, or this cover, sorry, because the whole girl's got to come out. That's my tab, so whatever. Oh, what did we forget? Yeah, all right. So now we got that guy out. Put that over there. Yes, there's a huge mess of wires there. Ignore that. I will clean that up eventually. Yeah, it's a fucking disaster. I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. So to take this off, you're gonna need to undo that one, like it there, and then that one there, and that one down there. And then the grill will just pop off. Because I've got my light bar in there, I'll also have to disconnect that, but that's not a big deal. So I guess we'll just get that done then. So as you can see, we've got the grill off. While we're in here, since I do actually get a lot of questions about how I mounted my light bar, well, here you go. So just into the bottom here, I drilled through, used the brackets that came with the kit. I did have to measure, and this, like where the bolts actually through right there, I had to cut that hole, drill that hole, sorry, because that top hole up there, yeah, it's set too high for my liking. So anyways, what we are going to do is right in this spot here, that's where the lights themselves are going to go. So put the light on. somewhere like that. And then we'll use a cement or an epoxy type stuff so we can seal them in place. But yeah, so gonna wipe those down, tape them up, and yep, we'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the lights in there. Accidentally cut the holes slightly bigger because I traced the light itself. Like I actually went around it with a Sharpie and I traced it, and I guess that was too big. So what I ended up doing is, as you can see, there was like foam around that. It's here, let me get you some. This stuff here. It's a marine leather stripping. I used it around my third brake light to seal that. Yeah, so next I just have this epoxy stick, and I'm going to actually epoxy those into place, because I didn't feel like making brackets. I've seen it done another way, or I've seen it done this way by somebody else, and it seems to work. So we're going to do the same thing. Why not? And then after that, all that needs to be done is connect all the wiring and put the grill back in. So we will be back once all of that stuff is done, and hopefully we'll be able to get it installed and working. All right, so we'll be back shortly. So they are now epoxied in place. While that's setting, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the 2 yellow wires, which are for the daytime running lights. Probably run this down along here. I'll zip tie it, drill some holes, zip tie it down there just to keep it clean. Over to this one. And then, yeah, that's where we'll send it to, along there. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll connect while this is setting. Like, I mean, like that's setting up hard. Like, those aren't gonna fucking move anywhere. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll start doing that wiring, and then hopefully we'll get it put back on the truck. Well, we have to get it put back on the truck. I kind of need to drive it tomorrow. Yeah, might not have them functional tonight. That might be a tomorrow thing, but that's okay. Oh, and as for the DRL goes, I think I'm going to run that to the fog lights. I generally drive around with my fog lights on anyways, just because I like how it looks. So they'll always be on. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll catch up to you in a little bit once we've done some wiring, and this epoxy has taken, it's about 30 minutes or so to harden up. Then put it back on the truck. So stick around, we'll see you shortly. Alright, so we've got all of our wires run, zip tied up there. This white one here, that's connecting the 2 yellow ones, I'm going to splice into it, and then that's where we'll run the wire to our fog light wire. Just give me a sec, I'll turn it around here, and then I'll show you what it looks like from the front. Okay, so there's what it looks like from the front. Yeah, you can see the epoxy around it there because the hole was a little bit too big. That's okay. What we're gonna end up doing at some point is pulling this back off again. Then when we pull the grill back off, I'm actually going to take that whole back, the whole back piece off, and then I'm going to paint around the side there. We'll tape the lights off, and we'll paint around the side. Same thing for the back. So the epoxy there on the back, we're going to paint all of that. We'll tape the back off and then paint it all up just to really clean it up. Yeah, that's really it. So I'm just letting the epoxy finish drying up, and then we will put it on the truck. So we'll check back in with you soon. Okay. I totally forgot to film the outro of the lights actually being installed, so we're going to do that right now. I will get the lights switched on, and we will take a look at them so you guys can see how it looks, even though I'm sure you already have. So just bear with me, we'll get them on. So, there you go. They're, yeah, they're bright. They work really well. So yeah, that's what they look like. And then for the switch, just mounted the switch right there. The other one's for my, that one's for my horn blaster's horn right now. But yeah, that's the switch for the lights up front. So as usual, thank you guys for sticking around and for watching the video. If you've got any further questions about that, just leave me a comment down below or send me a direct message on Instagram. Yes, you'll notice I didn't hook the DRLs up yet. I have just honestly been lazy. So we will get that done. Hopefully, I don't know. See what the weather's like. Maybe we'll get it done this week. If not, maybe over the weekend. So yes, thank you again for sticking around, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.